ప్రొఫెసర్ విశ్వేశ్వరరావు గారు మాట్లాడవలసింది కోరు.
ఫ్రెండ్స్, చాలామంది మాట్లాడినారు. మీరు అందరూ హైదరాబాద్ వాళ్ళే. యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్లో ఏమవుతుందో మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు. మనమందరం దాని గురించి పోరాడినాము. బట్ however, one or two things we need to make it very clear. The cases which are booked against Bandaru Dattatreya, Vice Chancellor Apparao, MLC Ramchandra Rao, Smriti Irani, according to law, they are non-bailable offences. They should be immediately arrested according to law, which means there is no law working in this country. I also went to the police station at that point of time, got the FIR copy, spoke to top officials of the police, and I said, Apparao is staying in a 5-star hotel. Why don't you arrest him? So look at, one event is sufficient for us to prove that there is no law working in this country. It's a non-bailable offense. It's an atrocity against the scheduled classes and scheduled tribes of this country. It's a powerful law, but the law is not being implemented. For 2 months, Apparao went away. These people did not even go to court. Apparao did not even get a bail. Bandaru Dattatreya did not get a bail. Others also did not get a bail. And they are still continuing. Apparao has come back. And Apparao is now working as the Vice Chancellor of that university. And when you understand, University of Hyderabad, it is not in isolation. There is a context. It has happened in film and television Institute of India. They are still struggling for the last 1 year. They have appointed an RSS person, a person who does not have any background in film or television, as the chairman of that organization. Students struggle. Then, University of Hyderabad happened. Then JNU happened. Then Ferguson College has happened. Then Jadavpur has happened. Aligarh Muslim University has taken place. They want to change the entire character of the Aligarh Muslim University itself. It's a minority university. So when you look at yesterday, Jadavpur University, students are protesting there. So all these incidents which are taking place in this country are not in isolation. There's a context. The context being, they want to completely communalize education. If you look at RSS philosophy for the last 100 years, they were not active anyway initially in the during the freedom struggle, but if you look at their history from 1950s and 60s, in the last 95 years, they want to capture institutions. That is their big agenda. They want to completely polarize this country and communalize this country. That is why they are doing it. Everywhere. If you go to Nagpur, you will find 1,000 professors list on the RSS దగ్గర వాళ్ళనే అపాయింట్ చేస్తారు వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్స్ గా. Whether JNU Vice Chancellor or Apparao or any other Vice Chancellor, a person who believes in RSS agenda, a person who believes in BJP philosophy, only they will be appointed as Vice Chancellor. Kabatti, we are in a very dangerous zone now, very dangerous situation we are getting into this country. And if you look at last 1 year, everywhere there is an institute, there is an unrest. What is that students are asking for? A session. Students want to కొంచెం ఏదో మీటింగ్ పెట్టుకుంటాము, మేము డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటాము, పెరియార్ గురించి మాట్లాడతాము. ఐఐటీలో చెన్నైలో కూడా గొడవ అయింది, ఐఐటీలో ఢిల్లీలో అయింది. దే హ్యావ్ ఎ పెరియార్ అసోసియేషన్ దేర్. వీ షుడ్ నాట్ టాక్ అబౌట్ అంబేద్కర్, వీ షుడ్ నాట్ టాక్ అబౌట్ పెరియార్, వీ షుడ్ నాట్ టాక్ అబౌట్ Fule's philosophy. They do not even want us to talk about constitutional provision or constitutional rights. That is the scenario in this country. What is happening? అక్కడ ఏమన్నారు, అసలు అంబేద్కర్ గురించి మాట్లాడతామన్నారు వాళ్ళు. ఒక అంబేద్కర్ అసోసియేషన్ పెట్టుకున్నారు యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్లో. ఐఐటీలో పెరియార్ గురించి మాట్లాడతామన్నారు. బట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ది సిచ్యువేషన్, హౌ సప్రెషన్ ఈస్ టేకింగ్ ప్లేస్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ దట్ వీ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ మీటింగ్స్ లైక్ దిస్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు డెమాన్స్ట్రేట్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైట్. We are not asking for anything. Simply implement what is there in Indian Constitution. రాజ్యాంగంలో ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయని అడుగుతున్నాం. That is what students all over the country are fighting for. But the government is completely suppressing us, suppressing our voice. They don't want to have any other voice. They only want to have RSS and BJP voice. They don't want to have a parallel voice. They don't want to have an alternate voice in this country. So we have said, investigate into these cases. Now 3-4 months are over after Rohith's unfortunate suicide. What a brilliant boy he was. They want us to commit suicide. They want us not to talk. They want us to not to have any kind of a meeting. That is the situation in this country. No investigation has taken place in Rohith's incident so far. The police is not cooperating. The government is not cooperating. Here the Chief Minister on the floor of the Assembly said, I will recall the Vice Chancellor. Assembly lo maatladinadu ayana. Baita maatladadu kaadu. Press conference lo kaadu. It's an insult for 4 crore people of Telangana. Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, in the floor of the Assembly you said, you will recall the Vice Chancellor. Em chesavu nu? Maatladinava? Oka uttaram rasinava? Prime Minister tho maatladtaranavu? He has not done anything. Look at the whole incident which has taken place in University of Hyderabad. The state government was a party collaborating with the central government in oppressing students. In suppressing students there. And later, when they were taken to the police station, they were beaten. Professors were beaten for the first time in Telangana. Students were beaten. They were not produced in the court for 24 hours. I know the incident where all of us went from police station to find out where these professors and students were. Look at how the state government is collaborating with them. So every university now, wherever there is some kind of a session, some kind of a meeting, some kind of a seminar, now it's a public university. All these universities are public universities. University of Hyderabad, you can't enter, I can't enter, no one can enter. What kind of universities are this? What are we talking about? We are talking about what kind of a democracy is this? Civil society does not have, professors do not have right. Ordinary people cannot go and meet students. Parents cannot go and meet students. And whoever is going, you have to have a meeting outside. So that is where I think it's very, very important. They want to completely communalize education. They will say these universities are not working. The 45 central universities, 52 central universities are not working in the country. The state universities are not working in this country. They are all become centers of agitation and they want to privatize all this. They have a bigger agenda. They have a bigger agenda. As in the entire economy today is controlled by 125 corporates in India. All of you know that. The entire economy is controlled by 125 corporates, and now they want corporates to get into bigger way into higher education. Already there are private universities in India. There are 200 private universities in India. They want to privatize completely education, and they have privatized Medicare, and they have privatized hospitals. Now they want to privatize universities so that this kind of a dissent, this kind of a protest, this kind of a debate, discussion does not take place in this country. So that the outside world should not know what is happening in India. So my dear friends, in that kind of a context, all these incidents, as I've said, is not in isolation. Government has got a bigger agenda, particularly the RSS and BJP government. It's a fascist government. If you look at the kind of incidents which have taken place in this country in the last 2 years. Look at how their MPs speak inside the parliament and outside the parliament. Inside the parliament, and look at the entire beef politics. Maharashtra government has given, Maharashtra High Court has given a judgment yesterday saying that every person has a right to eat. And now the Maharashtra government says we'll go to Supreme Court. You don't have the right to eat in this country. Forget about right to speak. Right to dress, right to have a meeting, right to protest, right to demonstrate. Look at all these incidents which have been taking place. Love jihad and many other kinds of incidents. Openly, parliament members are saying the role of the women is only to produce children. We don't have to have, they don't have the right to talk about any kind of rights. Openly, ministers are saying the holy book of this country is Gita. So I think we are getting into a bigger trap, bigger agenda. That's where I think we need to have these kind of meetings, because they want to completely Hinduize India. Look at the communal incidents which have taken place after Narendra Modi coming to power in the last 2 years. Attacking of churches, attacking Muslims, attacking NGOs, non-governmental organizations also. They do not want us to function. Do not want. Cases have been booked. So when you look at all these incidents on non-governmental organizations and universities and professors, students, there is a contest of completely trying to disturb this country, polarize this country and Hinduize this nation. And I think it is important, we need to demand they should withdraw all the cases. What are the students saying in JNU? Sedition cases have been booked. They have been put in jail. They have been rusticated. They have been rusticated. But where I think it's important that we need to look at these issues. And now coming to Telangana, status of Telangana. Chandrasekhar Rao రోజు బంగారు తెలంగాణ అంటున్నాడు. నేను అంటున్నాను ఇది బంగారు తెలంగాణ కాదు చంద్రశేఖర్ రావు, ఇది బంగారుగడ్డ తెలంగాణ చేస్తున్నావు. 4,500 schools, yes, closing in Telangana. You've already issued as GOs. 2,200 farmers have committed suicide, highest in the country, not even Maharashtra, not even Vidarbha. 2,200 farmers have committed suicide here, and 4,500 primary schools you want to close. Education is empowerment. Education gives us power to the students, and he wants to close down these schools. Supreme Court has already said. Supreme Court team came to Hyderabad the other day and we met the Supreme Court team. Supreme Court has said, how come 400 schools there is zero enrollment in Telangana? They came to find out who are these schools, why there is zero enrollment. Teachers unte school లేదు అక్కడ, స్కూల్ ఉంటే టాయిలెట్ లేదు, టాయిలెట్ ఉంటే నీళ్లు లేవు, నీళ్లు ఉంటే బెంచులు లేవు. That is the kind of a situation. And all of us fought for Telangana for 60 years. We have written, we participated. పాటలు పాడినాం మనం. తెలంగాణ వస్తే తెలంగాణ there will be emancipation for all of us, but that we'll have a better life in Telangana. And now farmers are committing, weavers are committing suicide. Students do not have. Budget is not being released to colleges and universities. Schools have been getting closed. What kind of a Telangana is there? And I think there is a bigger movement. I'm happy Telangana Democratic Forum has taken up these issues. There are several issues we need to take, and we need to debate, we need to discuss, and we'll have to tell the government, we will not allow you to function the way you are functioning. You have to discuss with us. And I think the bigger way we have to take up this movement of 4,500 schools which are going to be closed in Telangana. And what is the agenda of the government? They want to privatize education. Chandrasekhar Rao goes and inaugurates every alternate day a private school. And every day is giving money to Gudlu and Gopuralu. What kind of a Telangana is this? 5,000 crores and they can bet to not budget. 5,000 crores is his budget, discrimination budget. He can give it to any goody, any Gopuram, anywhere he wants to go. He says, I will give 100 crores, 200 crores to Bhadrachalam temple, any temple he wants to give. There are two things which he is doing. The first thing which Chandrasekhar Rao has done is to strengthen police. They have given them modern vehicles. He is recruiting only police. Everywhere you will find police recruitment. If you have a small meeting, you will find 100 people coming there. If you are staging a small dharna, you will find 200 police people. And the second thing he is doing is to improve the temple economy. Donating whatever kind of money he wants to do. He is a very dangerous person we have. He is Bal Thackeray of Telangana. He is implementing RSS agenda. We have to be very, very cautious of the dangerous man who is there in Telangana politics now as a chief minister. And we have to wage a bigger battle to throw him out. The entire program, whether you take Mission Kakatiya or Mission Bhagirath, ఏమంటున్నాడు ఆయన మాట్లాడుతూ, మీకు నీళ్ళు ఇస్తారంటున్నాడు. నీళ్ళు కూడా ఇవ్వవా? 60 ఏళ్ళు మేము పోరాడిన తర్వాత మాకు నీళ్ళు అడిగినామా? తెలంగాణ నీళ్ళు అడిగినామా? మీ పిల్లలకు సమయం ఇస్తున్నాం. How dare they use that kind of a language? మీ పిల్లలకు సమయం ఇస్తున్నా అంటాడు స్కూళ్ళలో. What kind of a language he is using? What kind of a feudal mindset Chandrasekhar Rao is having? What kind of a dirty mind? What kind of a moribund politics you are talking about, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao? తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర సమితి, ఈ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర సమితి ఒక కుటుంబ సమితి అది. ఇట్స్ అ ఫ్యామిలీ సమితి. ఇట్స్ లైక్ అ బిర్యానీ ప్యారడైజ్ ప్యాకేజ్ ఇస్తారు చూడు, బిర్యానీ ప్యాకేజ్. నలుగురు తినొచ్చు, నలుగురే తింటారు. That is the kind of a party you are running. And we fought, all of us fought for Telangana, hoping that there will be some kind of a democratic tradition here. People will get empowered. We will have better schools, better colleges, better industry. That these 4 crore people of Telangana will be happy. That is where I think, my dear friends, it's important that we need to assemble. We need to get organized ourselves. We have to fight these feudal forces. We have to fight these communal forces. And we have to get the democratic tradition all over the country, and particularly in Telangana. I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. And on Sunday morning, so many people have come. We are all conscious people. Every person who is assembled here is a thinking person, is a conscious person, is aware of what is happening in Telangana. We need to fight for our basic political rights and social rights and human rights. That is only possible through struggle. That's only possible through agitation. There is no other way. We cannot be going and asking these people. We have to protest every day so that the basic rights of the people are fulfilled. Thank you very much.